Hi folks, this is your MWIS Planning Outlook with our latest long-range weather thoughts. Now there are some changes afoot as we go into the weekend, but in the short term a very familiar weather story to what we've been used to in recent times, with high pressure nearby and an east to northeasterly airflow around that, drawing in some areas of cloud once more through the middle of the week, and that shrouding some hill slopes for a time, especially in the morning, tending to thin and lift and break so that by the afternoon most or all mountains are in the clear. A remote chance of an isolated shower across the highlands through the afternoon on Wednesday, but most places will stay dry. We will see the best of the sunshine typically in more western regions, and a very familiar story to that on Thursday as well. In that strong sunshine then, do be aware of those high UV levels. It will feel warm as well, just a breeze from the east, just freshening things a bit across England and Wales. Now you'll notice some weather fronts lying toward the south, both through Thursday and Friday, not interfering with us really at this stage across the mountain areas. It's still dry and fine, with some varied low cloud across more eastern regions, sunshine best toward the west throughout the day on Friday, and once more that gusty easterly wind may just be a factor through Wales and Pennine areas. But it's as we go into the weekend that things just start to change, as those fronts toward the south start to make some progress northwards. Now they're going to be dragging in some warmer and more humid air from the near continent through the weekend, so temperatures will tend to rise for all. The night times will be warmer as well, and a generally more humid atmosphere will be in the mix. That then brings the risk of some bursts of rain increasingly, mainly for Wales on Saturday daytime. Just by the evening, those may be pushing towards northern England. Saturday for the Highlands should be a dry day with some sunshine and some hazy high cloud, maybe just coming in ahead of that change from the south. Some misty lower cloud possible again near to some North Sea coasts. By Sunday, though, there is a greater risk of bursts of rain and thundery outbreaks almost anywhere, as that destabilisation pushes northwards into Scotland. So that risk then of a burst of thundery rain, particularly by the afternoon, but some of these could be around even early on Sunday daytime. Almost anywhere from Scotland, Northern England to Wales as well, seeing that risk of a downpour, but not everywhere will get them, and some places may well stay dry. And if you do stay dry for any length of time, the sunshine will feel warm and it will feel humid once more, so do just factor that in terms of the day. Some varied areas of low cloud. Away from showers, you'll see some clearer conditions, a bit hazy though maybe in terms of the views, but where the bursts of rain form, expect some ragged banks of cloud at various elevations. It looks to be a similar story onwards into early next week as well, with a fairly slack pressure pattern across the country, a warm and humid air mass that will exist over us, allowing there to be some instability in the atmosphere, and that then brewing up an increasing risk as the day goes on of some showers, thundery bursts of rain, maybe some torrential downpours in places, but again hit and miss, not everywhere will see these. Inland areas always the greatest risk of those by the afternoon, coastal fringes generally getting away drier and sunnier with light sea breezes. A similar story likely through Tuesday shown here, with again that risk of some localised hit and miss downpours, maybe focused a bit more toward the east, but local detail is uncertain at this stage. But just a change in the weather story compared to the very settled picture we've been seeing. This then just has the risk of those thundery downpours in places. Overall, though, for the week as a whole through to the 19th of June, we're still seeing fairly high pressure that is likely to exist north of Scotland. Lower pressure is toward the south, so it may be as the week goes on and through into the following weekend that Scotland in particular sees fewer of those showers and things do settle down once more, with Western Scotland in particular seeing the best of the sunnier and warm conditions once more, with that airflow typically prevailing as an easterly. Perhaps just lower pressure over England and Wales, giving a greater risk of an ongoing threat of some showers and thunderstorms at times here. And once more, with that east to southeasterly airflow, it could be just that little bit more warm and humid compared to some recent times. Now, the signals from the longer range modelling as we head into the later stages of June suggest that lower pressure is more influencing us. Quite a broad sweep of lower than average pressure across Britain and across northern Europe. So it may just be that rather mixed and sort of thundery, humid conditions are more common then for a spell as we go forwards, with day-to-day variations in terms of who may see the showers, but just something that little bit more broken maybe compared to where we've been in recent times. Finally, looking at the changeover between June and July, and the 7-day pressure patterns shown here would be that the low pressure area would be focused to the west of us, higher pressure toward the south and east. Now that has the potential to draw in some hotter air from the south, so maybe some heat wave conditions could be in the mix around that time. But also it has the potential to destabilise from Spain and Portugal around the Bay of Biscay, and that could draw in a plume of more humid and thundery air once more. So a classic British summertime pattern where you get 3 hot days and a thunderstorm, and that could well be the sequence that plays out in that period just through to the start of July. So we'll watch that one carefully. Naturally, all a long way off, but that's the sort of pattern sequence we're looking at this stage. I hope that's useful information for you. You can find all your local details, of course, for 3 days ahead every day on our website. Thanks for watching today. Bye for now.